I use butter. Now you can use a mix of butter and oil, olive oil if you want, but I just use butter for these. Cook those in, took these out and threw the onions in. I didn't add any more butter. Because onions are very wet, and you know, as they're cooking, they get their own moisture, so you don't need any more butter for that. So I'm going to now, because this is a simple, very simple, easy omelette, I'm going to build my omelette. And the first thing I'm going to do is, I'm just wondering if I do have, let me see if I can do it so I can, there we go. Let me do it so I can show you. We'll put this up a little bit higher. I don't want to put heat on this. Let me bring the frying pan to you. Okay, so I'm going to build my omelette. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to put the potatoes in. It's off the heat, as you can see. Okay. Now, I'm sure there are lots of amazing experts out there who will say to you, what is she doing with that omelette? I'm going to, when I say I'm going to put my base in, I want the potatoes to be on the bottom of the pan. So I'm just layering those just simply nicely. Then let's add a few onions, shall we? We'll sprinkle those. Oh, they look good. The smell is unbelievable, right, Chris?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's like, I do love onions. Let me see. Maybe that's, what do you think? Shall we throw them all in? How much do we like onions, Chris?
As much as you like is fine by me.
Ooh, look at that. Yes, I had a spoon somewhere. Well, let me use my fingers then. There you go. We'll put them all in then. Okay. There's a piece of paper towel. Now, so spread this out over there, and then we're going to add the eggs. So you do realise I'm doing this. This should be an off the cuff, you know. I'm doing this with no guarantees that any of this is going to work, although I have made them over the years for quite a while. So let's pour the eggs over like so. Get every little drop of egg out that we possibly can. I only had 4 eggs. If I'd have had another egg, I probably would have put a 5th egg in. And now we're going to put it back on the heat. There we go. Now, the trick to a good omelette, and I should have put it in the egg. I was so busy talking to you all. I always like to add a splash of water to my eggs and whisk them up, but I'm going to be doing it this way instead. Just a little water in there. It'll mix with the eggs. And also a trick with making omelettes is you need to move them about the pan. Move them about until they start to cook. I don't know if you can get any closer, Chris.
I've got the zoom on, yes.
Okay, so it's already cooking on the bottom, and you just lift the top so that the egg runs underneath. See that? And so fabulous. And then make sure you sort of, you know, go around a little bit. Here we go, we're moving it again. We're just slightly moving everything around. I'm sort of like almost making a cut, and then the egg that isn't cooked can run in there. This is looking absolutely perfect. Not quite cooked on this side, so let's do a little bit more there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I hope you're hungry, Chris. Let's see. Would you like any ketchup with your omelette? Because I know lots of people like ketchup. I mean, this is the simplest and the easiest thing to do. I'm going to take my cheese over there now. And eyeballing it a little bit. So if you want to, this is cooking things, I'm going to just move the spatula around, loosen the eggs from the side a little bit. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Then I'm going to just take a handful of cheese, and I'm only going to put the cheese onto one side or one half of the omelette, because when I fold it over it will just melt wonderfully and beautifully in. Sometimes there's more cheese in an omelette than there is anything else, and all you can taste is cheese. Now, I don't want that to happen, but on the other hand, I do like cheese. Okay, and this is, I don't know how long, we should have timed it really, shouldn't we, Chris? We should have timed it to see how long it would actually take for me to make this, but the potatoes are already cooked, so all I had to do was throw them in the pan in some butter to brown them off a little bit, to give them a nice crispy feeling. Okay, let's see. Do you know what I think? I can smell it, so I'm pretty certain. I'm not sure if it's going to come out in one wonderful piece. I'm sure if Gordon Ramsay were here, who happens to be one of my favourite chefs, I have to tell you, he would be saying to me, make sure that you do this and this and this. I'm taking it off the